Hey guys, it's Pop Daddy. If you like it, subscribe it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to tell the difference between a real and a fake pop vinyl. There are a lot of fakes out there and you do need to be wary. Now, funny thing is that I have learned is most of the fakes do come from China. And that is also where the legitimate pop vinyls are made. So, what can you say? But anyways, I've made some notes, so if I'm looking over here, I'm not trying to be rude, just there's a lot of information, and I want to give you guys the best heads up that I possibly can, so you guys don't fall into the pit of buying fakes. So the first way you can find out if a pop is fake is because the price is wrong. One of the main pops that is often sold as a fake is the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con Metallic B-Russ from Dragon Ball Z. So according to popular Funko pricing website, PPG or Pop Price Guide, this pop has a current average market value of $185. But as you can see right around here, a quick eBay search shows there are many sellers who are posting this pop for much less than current value. Now, of course, you may notice some pretty big discounts between 50 and 90% on PPG on those same listings, which should register as a red flag. Now, if somebody's got a large quantity available, that can also ring alarm bells. We all know how hard vaulted items are to find, and a common theme with the fake listings is they have a large quantity available for purchase. Do they think, well, that's stupid to think, oh, okay, this guy's fallen over a box of vaulted pops, they must be legit. It's a little sus, isn't it? If it says 99 items are available or 50 are available at a price, ignore that. Especially knowing the fact, and if you are a collector, you'll know pop vinyls go up and down in price from time to time depending on what's going on in the environment. Now, of course, you can also tell with box art. Fake pops, the boxes are not the right image. Now, if you look over to this way, you'll see a fake pop. This here is a real one, okay? You'll notice that Daryl is quite detailed in that you see the waves and stuff in his hair and whatnot. Now, designers of fake pops, when they come to doing the boxes, they're not really that thoughtful. As you can see over here, this one here is not as detailed as Daryl Dixon. Now, the lettering on the box is another thing. Funko have their own fonts, as you will know. Now, one thing that a lot of people that are selling fakes don't tend to do is use the correct font. That's good for us because we know it's a fake. Sometimes it is quite hard to tell the two fonts though, so you just got to be able to look at them carefully. And of course, if you're ever still not sure, be sure to ask for more photos from the seller. Now, the other thing, of course, is if you look at the overall box and the placement, you'll see that it's all snug. That the box all comes together completely fine, there is no issues, and Daryl's sitting in there quite comfortably. One thing when it comes to fake boxes is it's not complete. It doesn't all come together, it's all mangled, it's all messy, and the collectible that's in here doesn't fit in the plastic mold that's inside the box. I'm not one to take pops out of the box, but I will show you what I mean. Can't believe I'm doing this. So here we have Daryl, okay? We have the plastic. Notice how he just sits straight in there. No issues. I mean, if I put it that way, yeah. So on a fake, it doesn't do that. It's more pushed to the forward, or it's just not sitting comfortably in there. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm an inbox collector, to me it's a lot nicer. You can see pops over here, you can see my pops over here. They're all in boxes. There's a couple just up here that are out of boxes, and that's because I brought them out of box. Why did I do that? Because I already had them in a box and I wanted to have them out of a box on display. Of course, the value in a pop vinyl goes up a little bit more depending on the box condition. That is one thing collectors like, is in a box. Of course, I've got friends such as my good mate Jel from Curly's Jewels, good old Wellington band, check him out. She's an out-of-box collector, and there's nothing wrong with that. She's just got her own style of how she likes to collect her pop vinyls. Now, of course, the other thing with the box, like I was saying, it's, you know, comes together nicely. It's a box at the end of the day. So one thing that's found with fakes is the box isn't sturdy. Now, of course, Funko want to release the pop in a box because it's a collector's item. So why would they go and make a box that's flimsy and just not going to last when you've spent so much money on it? So that's another reason how you can tell it's a fake, because the box is just not durable. The other thing with the boxes is it's got a couple of logos, okay? Those logos tend to be the same in most pops. Of course, this one here is AMC because that's who does Walking Dead. And this one here has got the A for Avengers because, well, it's Marvel. But you'll notice that Funko is always there, okay? Now, sometimes when you get a pop, it'll be different logos, it'll be different styles of logos, or they just won't even put the logos in there at all. And the other thing, of course, is they have the licensing agreement. You can see all that licensing agreement stuff there. So real pops will have that, fake pops won't. Alright, now all items pretty much tend to always have a serial number. That is no different to Funkos. This one here's got the EB Games barcode over the top, but you'll notice the Groot one doesn't. It's got the standard barcode. So I can scan that barcode into my Funko app or into another app, for example, Whatnot, and it'll give me PPG prices. So that is one thing that you can also tell that it is a legitimate pop. The other thing is it's got another little barcode here. So this one's got the FAC. Daryl here's got the JJL. When it's got JJL, you can also tell when it was manufactured. So in this case, it was the 20th of the 12th, 2017. You read it simply backwards. Now, the other thing that we're talking about barcodes is the barcode should also be on the item itself. Now, because we can't see the barcode properly on Daryl, I will open up Groot. Can't believe I'm opening up my pops. What's going on? I'm trying to protect you guys from getting fakes, that's what. Alright, this little guy's a little bobblehead. Look at that. So here we have Groot. Now, it sometimes, what do they say? The licensing agreement should be on the foot of the pop vinyl figure or the bottom of the head. If it isn't, it's a fake. May not be able to see it, but that white writing. So once again, like I said previously, if you're wanting to buy a pop and you're not too sure, the best thing to do is ask for more photos. The stuff that I've mentioned to you so far are things that the seller can photograph and show you to prove that it is a legitimate pop. If they have any issues about photographing it, then I would be waving a red flag. Of course, location. I spoke to you at the start of the video and said that 99.9% of pop vinyls from China are fakes. Yet, legitimate pop vinyls are made in China. I know. Hence why you can never be too cautious about the pops you get from China. Now, there are websites you need to be wary about. For example, eBay, and of course, one of the biggest online stores pretty much based in China, Wish, okay? And of course, there's other places like AliExpress that you need to be wary about. Now, of course, if you see an auction or a listing that's got a stock photo, which is a photo that's taken by somebody else and used to promote something, and sometimes you can use that photo to promote what you're selling and whatnot. If they are using a stock photo, then that would ring alarm bells for myself also. But once again, you can ask for more photos to verify that it's a legitimate pop. Now, of course, you want to read reviews and feedback about a particular seller. If there are no reviews, or if the feedback is bad, stay clear. That one is a given. However, there are some exceptions. For example, I've got my TradeMe account, Pop Daddy, and I have listed some pops. I've never sold a pop on that account in my life. I'm a legitimate seller, so sometimes you do need to balance that and just double check. But I suppose the difference between me and them is I have several photos of that one pop on the listing. Now, of course, if the price is a lot less than PPG, why don't you ask the seller why? 9 times out of 10, they'll feel like they've been found out and they will take that auction down. They don't want to have, authorities and stuff stepping on their front door, banging on their front door and saying, "Oi, let me in," Nobody wants that. So the simple thing you can do as a scare factor is ask, why is there a big price difference between PPG and your listing? Now, if you are purchasing pops from online stores such as Amazon, Forbidden Planet, Pop in a Box, Entertainment Earth, EB Games, popvinyl.nz, Mighty Ape, there's a few of them, you can trust those ones. Those ones have been reputable for a very long time. And they have, what do they call it? They have the proof in the pudding. So you can trust those ones. Now, of course, if you come across a website and it's like, "Oh, this pop is amazing, I've been looking for this one," but you've never heard of the company, do some research. For example, if I've got somebody contacting me and saying, "Hey, I work for this company, do you want to come and do blah, 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 blah?" Sometimes I'll jump on Google and I'll type in the company. If I don't see anything, then I'll ask around and be like, "Hey, have you got this?" And 9 times out of 10, a friend could be like, "Yeah, no, I got that message last night." Do your research. Don't go and buy a pop if you've not heard of the company before. Do some research prior. You'll probably be saving yourself. Now, of course, other places you can trust are Facebook groups. I'm actually part of a few here in New Zealand, and they keep each other accountable. If somebody goes to buy something and their pop never arrives, that person goes to that Facebook page and says, "Stay clear, I paid for this, I didn't get it." And then it works in that trust factor, you'll be able to rely on each other to know if it's a reliable person or if it's a fraudulent person. So Facebook pages are definitely a plus to go. Now, of course, delivery is also an important thing. Like I said, they make these pops in these boxes to last a long time because it's a collector's item. So if you end up getting a delivery and the pop is squashed to the hilt, then clearly, A, the seller didn't package it properly, or B, it's a fake and the box just couldn't last that duration, that distance, especially if it's coming from China to New Zealand. If it's a fake, it's going to be, you know what I mean? Delivery on that is a highly important thing. And then, of course, if you get that, you've got to go through all the claims and all that kind of stuff. Where if I've just said recently a whole bunch of stuff you can do to try and, ensure that you get a legitimate, real pop. Now, of course, if a seller does send you a pop and the box is all damaged and bent and just, a dog's breakfast, and you look around and it's a legitimate pop, contact that seller. That means that seller is lazy and has not packaged your pop to the best capability that person can do. All it takes is to wrap it into some bubble wrap. If you've got a pop protector, great, chuck that on. Especially on the higher priced ones, not so much on the $8 ones. So, low prices. Put some bubble wrap on, make sure it's secure in a box where it's not going to wriggle, and if it is, put some packaging tape, packaging rubbish, the stuff I'm talking about, newspaper and all that stuff, to keep it in place to send it off. It doesn't take that long. It means you're serious. You're not just being a dickhead, okay? If I get sent a pop that's squashed and it's legitimate, I'm going to have words to that seller. Trust me, I'm not going to be impressed. And that's pretty much what I've learned in how to tell the difference between a real and a fake pop. Okay, hopefully this information has helped you. The information that I found, I will put those web links in the description so you can look into it a little bit more if you wish. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a fake pop and you didn't realize it till it arrived, and how did you know it was fake? Alright guys, I've been Pop Daddy. If you'd like it, subscribe it, and I'll see you on the next video.